Yo, man. Welcome to another episode of Lockerroom Talk, man. I'm your boy Big Preezy up in this thing, man. Man, happy to be in here today, man. What's going on with y'all? Got my crew up in here, Darray and Mimi. What's going on?
What's up? Happy Saturday, guys.
Yes, we are back up in this thing. I'm feeling good.
Once again, it's a little gloomy outside. Got my vibes kind of fucked up today.
What?
Yeah, man.
Isn't it supposed to rain today or tomorrow?
It better not rain.
No,
When has it
that's what
rained
they
in
said.
Cali, though?
I mean, if it rains, we have to be thankful, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Probably tomorrow.
Probably. I don't want it to rain tonight.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You got a little special
I have a
day.
little kickback.
A little kickback.
Just calling it what it is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
But I do like the overcast because it's giving me, like, it's less heat working out outside. So
Yeah.
I definitely like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. So I just gotta get used to it, man. Glad there's no more forest fires or nothing like that, man. So it's actually cooling down. So
Oh, yeah.
none of that shit be going.
It's like fires just happen no matter what out here.
It's just that Cali weather plus the fucking tacos and shit.
What?
Tacos cause fire.
Y'all be cooking to me in
Y'all hear
tacos,
that?
right?
Y'all hear
What?
That's the moment right
Nah.
there. I guess you
Y'all
know
be
what it
cooking
is
to
about
me in
these fires.
tacos, man.
Fires, it's tacos, man. People walking around with grills and horns. Tacos.
Oh
Give me
man.
some of them tacos. I love those.
I know.
Man, what? I'm telling you, I want some today too, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. What's the best tacos y'all had? I know there's a lot of them in.
LA area.
Just
Yeah,
stop
like-
at any place that says
Is
tacos.
it the
y
food
mariscos.
trucks? Is the food trucks better than the restaurant?
There's some
There's some
that
good
are,
ones,
yeah.
Some good ones.
but I don't remember. It's just so situational, right? Like you're just
Yeah.
there and you're like, tacos. Okay.
Wait, what
Yeah.
do you
Hungry.
eat when you go to a taco stand?
What do I eat?
Yeah, because you're vegan.
Right. So I'll eat. There's potato, beans, and actually we make them at home. I got a Mexican homie. Actually, matter of fact, we talked to him last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You know, Jaguar,
okay,
like you
yeah.
know, and he knows how to. So I'll saute all the veggies, like talking about onions, peppers, zucchinis, all that stuff,
Yeah.
and we'll grill some potatoes, and then he'll take that sauteed vegetable mix, throw beans in the skillet, cook them up, and then mash that all together.
Ooh.
Put some like sriracha ranch
Yeah.
on that with the potatoes, and it is bomb.
Damn.
And then you could put like even like like tortilla strips on it, add a little crunch
Get
to
that
it,
crunch, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you can put like all types of stuff, man. This is really good stuff though, man.
Oh, man.
So I just hooked y'all up. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
man.
yep.
That's one thing I love cow for y'all fucking tacos, bro.
Shout out to
Tacos-
Pretty Pump Fitness because she's doing, you know, she does all the vegan videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So,
oh yeah, most definitely, man. Shout out to the Dodgers, man. Well, they still got another couple more games to win. We got going to win this thing, man, and everything, man. So I guess they 2-1. They won 2 games to the Tampa Bay Rays.
oh yeah.
So
we need
they
Tampa
got
Bay to lose.
they got to go and pull that on in, man. Do it for LA, man. You know what I'm saying? We had
Okay.
the Lakers winning. Now we got the Dodgers going there, man. So
Okay.
we need to go have a big ass celebration for LA, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Because we live here.
Exactly. I mean, if you actually live here, you gonna rep LA.
You have no choice. Like,
You have no
it's
choice,
just it's
man.
just rough, man.
I
Like,
refuse to rep the football team. I'm sorry.
are you? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because like, you know, I think I had this conversation with you yesterday. Like, I was like, man, you just rep LA everything all of a sudden. Like,
No.
move to LA, not Laker fan. You know,
no.
and,
And
then now
that's-
you're a
that-
Dodger fan. All of a sudden.
That's the
Like,
thing. I mean, I think you can rep like far as basketball. I think you can rep any team. Cause look how the fans are.
Star-driven league.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Star-driven league. So when the
I'm
star
a Cleveland
goes,
fan. I'm a Cleveland fan. Laker fan. I'm a
why y'all hating on
fan.
LeBron? Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
you know what I'm
it
saying,
could be
man.
anybody.
Yeah.
Let's say who else moved teams? Like nobody's moved.
Kevin
teams.
Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah, his fans, they got to be Brooklyn fans now, I guess.
Yeah,
And they were
exactly.
like Golden State Warriors. Oh, yeah, the Golden State Warriors had a bunch of bandwagon.
Oh yes.
Woo.
Yes.
LA was losing them, too.
I mean, even Houston. You know.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
superstars.
I know.
You know. I mean.
I was one as a kid. I ended up, because I lived in Dallas, and the Mavs were so trash in '95, and Olajuwon was Nigerian, so I was all about that. And
Cause I
was
used to
I'm
be a
Houston
Bulls fan, but soon as Jordan left, that was it.
Yeah, it's hard to root for a team that just like completely got stripped of everything. Once he left,
Exactly.
man.
You know, so I mean, and it's different from football. You rep football, you gotta rep that one team.
Yeah, it's definitely more connected to the city.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like if it's this because you don't see the players' faces, and there's so much more branding around the team and the logos.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I guess I feel you though.
Yeah.
You can switch. So when you move to another city, you know, you'll rep that team. You know
exactly.
what
Cause I was switching teams like I don't know what. Man, I was a Bulls fan. I turned to the Bulls fan.
you just like expose yourself. You put yourself.
But I always been a Shaq
Everybody
fan,
knows
though.
that he's a fair weather fan.
Always been a Shaq fan, so I love Shaq and I love LA, man. So we can go and get it in, man. All right, man. Quote of the day, since we talking about the Dodgers, is coming from Jackie Robinson.
Yes.
The most lustrous possession, the richest treasure anybody could have, is personal dignity. Damn.
Man, that Mississippi be coming out.
Yeah. Country.
Personal dignity. Yeah, personal
dignity. What you think about that, man?
It's. I think it's what he used to make it through. You know, I think he used personal dignity, meaning that he didn't allow people stooping. Yeah. When they were offending him, and they were like lowering their standards of themselves by like either being bigoted or whatever, he was able to. He
always kept
his
composure.
Yeah, he was able to keep his self-respect and his dignity because he never, like, he held fast and held strong and just showed with his game what he showed up to do, and that was to play and show his craft.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Way they were getting him, I would have been hit one of them jokers with.
Yeah, I would have lost all my dignity, right?
Seriously, I would have been hit one of those jokers with bad.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, I feel like something. That personal dignity thing was probably something that was conveyed to him and helped him stay strong. You know what I mean? Because you know, it's bigger than him, and I think at a young age he realized that it was bigger than him. You know?
Yeah, because he went through a lot of shit, man. Jackie Robinson did a lot of shit.
All integration was people that were integrating. Man. I mean, Bill Russell was going through it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that they was winning championships and he's still going through it. And the funny thing is they're like, oh, he's one of the good Negroes. Like, what?
And that's confusing as that was.
What? Anyway.
How crazy is that, man? All right, man. If y'all want to call in, shout out to Beacon Radio, man. If y'all want to call in, ask us any questions, man, dial 424-312-3313. Come holler at us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, dude, Tampa Bay picked up Antonio Brown. What you think about that?
Oh, my God. Like, I told you that. I think that.
I mean, I like Antonio Brown, man, but you know what I'm saying?
I think that Brady is like low-key like the LeBron James of the NFL. Like, he stacks the deck.
Yeah.
Just because there's something about him being like this person that everybody wants to play with apparently, and nobody wants to see like lose. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's clearly fantastic at his craft and the way he does it. I mean, even though I think LeBron James, like in the whole scheme of things, is to me the best all-around player to ever play basketball. Yeah. I don't think that he's the best all-around quarterback. I think he's the best like mental quarterback, like the way he approaches the game from a mental aspect. I think there's nobody better than him. Yeah. And I think people want to join him. I don't think that's a good fit though.
I think it's a good fit, man.
No, not with all them alphas on that team, man.
I think it's a good fit, man.
Godwin and Evans
and
Gronk.
Yeah.
And the backups.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna put AB on there?
Cause I mean Tom Brady's acting like a real leader, and I think Antonio Brown listened to him.
This is the thing. I do see them like maybe going far in the playoffs though, because this is the thing. He's probably the fastest receiver. He's the fastest receiver to get separation, like in the history of the game. Like nobody can get separation like him. So obviously, I guess in football, like the better quarterbacks have receivers that can get separation faster. At least based on like what I've researched, and
I want to see him do good, man. Antonio Brown, I mean, he had his flaws and everything like that, man. I want to see the brother do good, man. The boy got too much talent not to be in the
I
NFL,
wanted to see him on a different team, personally. I wanted to see him with Russell Wilson.
You did?
Oh yeah, I wanted to see him with Russell Wilson. I just want all I want all black folks to play together. That's what it is. Like I don't care. Like I mean, I just want them to go there. I want them to go anywhere. KC, like I just it doesn't matter. Like I would love to see him play alongside Tyreek Hill. Oh my God,
man. What you think about him and Lamar Jackson though? You think he'll be a good fit with Lamar, man?
Oh, because that's family, bro. They all from Liberty City, right? Like so, why wouldn't? Dude, his cousin is there. Yeah. He's there. I just think that Lamar. The reason why they don't want that is because Harbaugh don't want to like deal with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they got a system there. Yeah. And I mean, you already got Hollywood, so like Hollywood gonna be just like him. I feel like Hollywood gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, that's an interesting little thing you threw out there. I was not prepared for that one.
I had to get in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Albums came out this week. Y'all want something to listen to as far as in the gym and whatnot. You got Ty Dolla $ign featuring Ty Dolla. That's the name of his album. I like Ty Dolla $ign.
He's great.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like the new KC. he got that raspy like, ooh yeah. Oh, he be doing it. His voice is incredible. I love his voice.
Yeah, he mixed with a little Casey and Jaheim a little bit.
Yeah, maybe some of that.
Yeah,
I feel
that. Yeah, and everything.
Yeah, the Jaheim because he's like all on the rough side.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like dude's like, I got 2 chicks in the same room. My bad.
Exactly. It is what it is. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to kick it?
I know, right?
For real, man. We got Tech 9. I don't listen to Tech 9 personally.
From Kansas City's own. Tech 9, I think his style is just like Twista, and and I think he actually, so. Twista has the Guinness Book World Records putting the most like words together in like 1 minute, and I think Tech 9 beat it or something like that or matched it. Yeah. So if you want to hear somebody like sounding like a snare drum when they rap, that's them. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got skill, they got strong craft too. Like it's really good.
Yeah. All right, and we got Dave East coming through. The deluxe album came out.
That's like opposite ends of the spectrum, man.
Yeah.
Because Dave East like raps so slow. He's like, hello.
But man, dude,
no, he doesn't sound that soft. I mean,
But his lyrics, man, he from Harlem, man.
I know he's got great lyrics. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Nas made found him, and that was a good one. That was a good pickup.
Dope, man. Yeah. All right, man. I want to give a special condolences or special prayers out to Nigeria. You know, they're going through terrible times right now with the stuff that's going on over there as far as the killing of protesters. I mean, I know that's like your native heritage and everything. So
yeah, it is.
I mean, how do you feel about that and everything?
So there's a group out there called the Special Anti-Robbery group, and that's the SARS that they call. They call them SARS. It's just an acronym.
Yeah.
And it was formed in the early 90s. And when I was a kid, we went to Nigeria, and it was in the process of coming together. And I remember us experiencing being, harassed by police officers while traveling to Ibadan from Lagos.
Right.
And Lagos is the largest city, but Ibadan is in between Lagos and Abuja. Abuja is the capital.
Right.
And so what they're doing, this special anti-robbery squad, they're just a group that was founded to like fight whatever was happening, like robberies or whatever crime that they would say. It's like Red Dog police force. You know what I'm saying? You heard of Red Dogs in Atlanta, like where they would just attack people like that. They thought they were doing that, and then when protesters, I mean, for the country to be so rich and be the largest economy in the entire continent, even bigger than South Africa. Yeah. There's a lot of issues with oppression and a lot of issues with religious conflict, and so whoever pays them more is like whose side they're on, and then when there's protesters happening, they just act without accountability.
Right.
And so even at this point right now, Yoruba Nation, the youth that are part of the tribe that that my father's from and I'm a part of is Yoruba, and they're working to create their own independent nation outside of like their own state, opposed to like just having to be confined to the Nigerian government at this point because of that. But it's not it's something that is bad, but I just want to let people know that it's like it's part of like a worldwide problem with oppression. You know, it's not.
It seems like
something
it's
that
everywhere now, man.
Well, it's there. It's been there, and it's something that has honestly been an epidemic of from European reign. Just to be honest, and then I'm not trying to like say that. Oh, I'm not trying to scapegoat or blame white people. I'm just saying that that it comes from that happening because the involvement in the mineral war that happened in Africa during World War II and other parts of in the 60s and things like that. That mineral war had a lot of they have a lot of ties with these governments,
right?
And so whenever they have conflict, they find ways to fix it. And SARS just kind of was like this ugly creation from all those different parts. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I it's going to be disbanded. Like the world is looking at it now.
Right.
They are trying to. It's funny they try to every time that somebody spits something out there and says that this happened, they do say things like fake news, which is NPR said they took it from the Trump campaign. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to run things. You know, the world is watching each other right now, and we got to be careful and be compassionate. And I think the government here should take aim too and take sight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because we have, consulates there. Well, we don't have a consulate there, but we do have an embassy.
Right.
So the United States does have an embassy, and it's tough, but I think that it's gonna be done with. It's been like 27 years that it's been around this SARS thing, and they've been taking advantage of people, and it's finally chickens coming home to roost on that thing. So
wow.
So I hope it's over.
Yeah. Our prayers go out to those out there, and everybody keep your head up and hope justice be served. Yeah, me too. Yeah. And the people that lost their lives while protesting. Yeah.
The corruption that in the government, which they should be doing. They should be protesting it, just like we protested here.
Exactly. It almost seemed like when people protest, it seemed like we the bad guys because we protesting for our rights.
Or just against bigotry and against not for them. It's like oppression. You know what I mean? So, and there's just ways that we've been separated, by religion, and by tribe. There, so there's just a big issue with the fight between Islam and Christianity.
Yeah,
and that fight happened because of because the Europeans came there as missionaries and started converting people.
Yeah.
At first, there was more of a unity amongst the people.
Yeah.
And now it's just separated. So I just hope that we can find that there is a peaceful common ground between these two religions for sure.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Right. They're so interwoven in the history of the world. Mm-hmm. All the people, all the prophets, and all the other people that are in the Quran are also in the Hebrew scriptures. So I just feel like that's a lot of the root of the problem. You know what I mean? Because they're really separated by that, and the lack of industrialization on the Islamic side of the country. That also is a lot of problems, like the Boko Haram and all that stuff like that. So, SARS uses that as an excuse to shoot down people too. They say, "Oh, they were Boko Haram or whatever." You know what I'm saying? They come up with whatever reason, and they get paid from it by whoever's funding them, and it's a problem, man.
Yeah. Man, I want to say 2020 is a big ass bitch. That motherfucker need to lose some weight. Shit.
Yeah, man.
For real, man. But on a positive note, man, let's get into our guest, man. Man, this brother, man, I tell y'all, dog, he built like a fucking action figure, man. I tell you, man, the brother been getting it in. Like I said, man, he calls himself Coach Beastmode, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess up your name, brother. I'm bad with names and everything. Please introduce yourself, man, and everything.
How you doing? My name is Roemje Richards.
Oh, okay. What's going on, Roemje, man, and everything, man?
Good
nice
to
have you on the show, bro. Yeah, man. Man. Dude, how long did it take you to get your body transformed this way, man?
Man, it's been an ongoing journey since I was about maybe 13 years old.
Yeah.
So it was just something I never stopped doing.
Wow.
Eventually it became therapy, so it just kind of kept me going through life.
Oh, for real.
What's up?
It kept me out of trouble. You know, kept my nose on the right path. So
Yeah.
it's a part of me now. You know.
Wow. So the age of 13, that was sort of like who motivates you to get into like when you was that age? Like,
I grew up in a very, a very tough childhood. I had a very tough childhood. So, my stepfather, 6'3", 300 pounds, very abusive man.
Oh wow.
So, as a boy amongst women, my only focus was to protect my family.
Right.
So, my promise to my mother was I'm gonna get big enough and I'm gonna return the favor. And as years went by, as I started to grow and I had this hate, and I started to grow and I had this hate, I started to realize that that pain was just holding me back from the rest of my life.
Facts.
So at some point I let it go, and at that point I realized that into a positive and then realized it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I created not only a career for myself, but I created an opportunity for me to help others who might be going through that same struggle.
Right. So, sort of in a sense, I don't mean taking it, sort of in a sense, your father was sort of like your motivation to get where you wanted to be. It started as a negative.
Yeah, at the time, my stepfather. He's
your
no
stepfather.
longer in the family,
Yeah.
He was definitely the motivation because he was 6'3", 300 pounds.
That's a big
And
dude,
at the
man.
time, I was maybe 67 pounds. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
wow.
my mother was maybe 120 some pounds. So it was just one of those things where I knew it was wrong.
Right.
And I knew that nobody cared to stop it. He was too big. You know what I mean? So
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
as an underdog, I always wanted to get bigger and better. And I honestly, the hatred I had towards him made me the man that I am today.
Right.
It made me tough in football. It made me, I had to be in sports that I didn't get in trouble because I had so much rage.
Right.
And once you let go of that rage, you see a different side of life.
Right.
You see a different opportunity to make changes in your life, so on and so forth. So it was just like that experience made me want to keep fighting and not give up.
Got
That's
you.
That's dope, man. Now, Coach Beastmode. Why do you call yourself Coach Beastmode, man?
Now that name came from when I worked at the UFC gym back in 2003. They have it's called a DUT. It's a daily ultimate training where you have everybody in the gym, kind of participates in this all gym DUT. I always looked at myself as the underdog. There was other trainers there that had more education, that had more knowledge, that had more skill.
Yeah.
So the one thing that I know that I could separate myself from other trainers was my vernacular, my personality.
Right.
So as loud as I was and how much I cared about people allowed me to create a different platform for myself. So the one thing I knew about my life was no matter how tough the struggle was, I survived. It wasn't that bad. The pain was only temporary, and I kept pushing through it. So I instilled that into my fitness. Like I was going to break you down till you had nothing left.
Wow.
And then I was going to encourage you to fight through it.
Right.
I was going to give you examples of how you've made it through whatever you've made it through in your life and you're still here. So, applying that into fitness allowed people to say, man, you're crazy. Like you don't care. And I really don't, because at the end of the day, like I train my clients the way I would want coaches to push my daughter. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want you to make her better. Yeah. I want her to not only mentally and physically, but I want her to be better overall. So, I enjoy what I do.
Man, speaking of that, like he's mentioned his daughter, man. It just gives me like goosebumps. Like when I was just like researching you, like just on Instagram, like and while I was stalking you, I was because that's what we do. Let everybody know we stalk you before you come here. I saw like you guys like doing battle ropes, and then in another picture you doing her hair, which is like I was like, oh my god, it brings back so many memories of like my relationship. Yeah. My how old is your daughter?
She's 7.
7, man. You're in the sweet spot, man. You're in the sweet spot, man. I wish, parents always say, oh, I wish you could go back. I try not to think that way because you want to get better and grow up and things like that. But man, if I could just skip like the teenage years, I probably would. But I know, but that's why I said, man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. When I see what you do, like, can you unpack a little bit of the story, like how you built the bond and some of the philosophies you used to keep it and make it, just because she's so inspired when she's with you. She's so enthusiastic. She's doing push-ups, man. I mean, that's incredible. The way she's doing push-ups, the way she's doing ropes, the way she's like helping you shape. Like, this is cool and cute stuff. Like, and then you're this big like G.I. Joe looking swole dude, and you're just like,
and you quite intimidating. You know what I'm saying?
so just, I mean, start wherever you want, but you know what I mean. I just want to know.
I mean, to be completely authentic, I mean, I was in a relationship with her mother, you know what I mean, and it wasn't planned out. I mean, I'm from New York. I moved out here on a football scholarship. I went to Santa Monica College, you know.
Got you.
And being from New York, and you know, at that point in life, being disowned by family, you know, getting kicked out at 16, so on and so forth. You know, I had to fend for myself. So there was no financial aid coming in. There was no side job coming in. It was just me hoping to make it. So, you know, after my first year, it was just like, well, what are you gonna do next? Okay. You know what I mean? So I became a trainer. You know, long story short, met her mother. We had a relationship. Now, the relationship wasn't, you know, it wasn't the best relationship in the world. And, you know, at some point there was my daughter. And knowing how I was raised and how my father left when I was 3, regardless if I didn't have a place to stay, I couldn't leave my daughter alone.
Exactly.
Like, I didn't know how to explain to her that I won't be there. So for, I would say about after she was born, we broke up maybe 8 months in. I would say for about 2 years I slept in the car. I slept in hotel rooms because I mean, family was saying come back home, but there was no way I could leave my daughter. And I mean, when you have a girl, it changes everything.
Facts.
It changes how you speak to women, how you look at women, how you just carry yourself.
Facts.
Because now I'm in a mirror image of what she's gonna look as in a man. So
you set that stage, right?
I mean, I had to set it. You know, it was just like, you know, well, I could have easily moved back to New York and stayed at my parents' house and then got stuff together and came back. But then again, I was gonna miss out on father-daughter dances and all of this other stuff. So, I struggled. I made it happen. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I made the ultimate sacrifice. I went back to her mother. You know, we got back into a relationship and we tried again.
Okay, good.
And I mean, at that point, you know, I believe my daughter saw how much I was trying. You know what I mean? I wasn't in the best relationship. You know what I mean? Being a personal trainer and being in a jealous relationship, it just didn't mix.
Right.
But I loved my profession, and you know, I'm as loyal as they come. So I stayed true to my craft. Of course. Right. And you know, my daughter just watched me expand. And I mean, there was at one point where my fitness was at a halt. You know what I mean? I've been in the gyms, I've done trained at Bally's, LA Fitness, and it was just all a cult to me. It was like, okay, here's your personality. This is how you're supposed to talk. This is how you're supposed to walk. I couldn't be myself. So it was like I was in a gym constantly ripping people off because that was the nature of the gym. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hey, I can't make this payment. We're still charging you. Right. And, you know, I was the type of trainer that I had to go home and look at myself. You know, I had to live with myself. Like, hold up, you know, I can't really consistently put people through this struggle. Yeah. So doing training on my own kind of built me a platform to not only show my daughter that, look, you know, you don't need nobody. You know what I mean? Take everything that you've learned and you put it together and you make something happen. And fitness was my thing. So doing my own business and her seeing that I now controlled my own time. You know, daddy will be home. Daddy will take you to school. Daddy will be there. And, you know, her mom not being able to control that with her job, it kind of made our bond closer. Because it was like, well, my dad's coming to pick me up or my dad will be there. And I mean, she's spoiled 100%. I mean, I will do whatever's necessary for my little girl. So at some point, I decided to get serious with my fitness. I needed more money. And my mouthpiece wasn't really making it for me. I could tell everybody in the world, I get you in shape, I got you. But it was like, well, there's 15 other trainers that can do the same thing you did. Right. So there was one day I was at work, I was checking out, you know, I was online, and I was looking at a bodybuilding competition. And I mean, I just said, all right, cool, I want to try it. Okay. Some little girl walked up, and I mean, I don't know how old she was, but I guess she's done bodybuilding competitions before. She looked at me and she said, "You gonna do a bodybuilding competition?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "There's no way you can do a bodybuilding competition." Oh. I was like, okay. She know I'm from New York. You can't just tell me I can't do something. Right. Yeah. So, you know, she had that conversation. She was like, "Yeah, you know, I did it once and I had to have 3 coaches and I paid all this money." And I was like, So literally, after she told me I couldn't do nothing.
It's like your stepdad just jumped into a little girl's body.
So literally, I mean, I saw the price. I saw that it was about 6 months away, and I signed up right there. Wow. I called the only coach that I knew that's done this and was like, yo, I'm doing a show, and I need some help. So, you know, my daughter was able to watch me transform my body over the phone. I would call my coach, what should I do? Hey, I need you to do this much cardio, do this, do that, do this. But she saw how dedicated I was to my diet. It was to the point where she was asking me, does that have salt in it? No, I don't want that, Daddy. Does that have sugar? No, I don't want to eat that. She was, your kids will do more of what they see you do and less of what you say.
Facts.
So if I was doing something on a consistent basis every day over and over again, well, Daddy, I want to do it too. Yeah. Can I get on the treadmill? Can I grab a dumbbell? And it was like, of course.
Please.
I mean, the same relationship that I wanted with my father, I was able to give to my daughter. Like, I mean,
so great, man.
You got me messed up.
So great, man.
So, the fact that she likes to, the fact that she does the exercises so well, makes her that much more special when it comes down to other people watching her work out. She's an inspiration. Like, man, he can teach his 7-year-old to do a perfect squat, and I'm over here complaining about, my ins and outs. Like, so it's just, she's my motivation to keep going for her.
Right. True.
So, I mean, she's involved in whatever she wants to be involved. As long as it's positive, I'm here for it.
100%.
And it's amazing how y'all got that type of bond, that type of relationship like that. Y'all more than just father and daughter. Y'all almost like best friends.
She's my best friend.
Yeah.
She's your partner.
Yeah.
She's your partner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Y'all carry a lot of hats. You know what I'm saying?
Who she look like? Y'all don't even see her baby mama, right? Y'all don't even see what she
No, I haven't seen her.
Just like me.
My daughter doesn't look like me either. It's okay. Like, it's okay, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got pictures all in my house, man.
That part.
You know, like, and I mean, she's just like me, though. Like, your daughter's gonna be just like you.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, and she will have my back. Like, I'll be arguing with my wife, and then she'll be like, hold on, no. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, one thing about that, that's what kept me and her mother out of court.
Nice.
Was my daughter.
That's
You know, because I went through that whole court system where, I had to talk about my mother, I had to talk about my father, and the judge had to decide which one was better for me. So I made sure that, look, I will be around at all times, but we don't go through court.
I'm with you.
You know, the first time her mother said I couldn't see her, my daughter said, why?
Mm-hmm.
She said, well,
right.
I can't answer that question.
You had her. You taught her to speak up for herself, as you should.
Exactly.
I mean, that's great, man, and that's just like kind of a message out to the world. Like, when you're having relationship problems and you have kids, like, people talk about like divorce and allowing the court system to you do not want the court system to pit you against each other and be all in your business and decide how your family will operate.
100%.
So like, we're like anti-divorce. Like, you better find a way.
Make it happen.
That's the only, and I think everybody can do that, and I think the family structure would be so much better. And I know yours is because of it.
I mean, co-parenting, 100%. I mean, it's the way to go when you guys have an equal understanding. The child is number one.
Yeah, dude.
Care about nothing else.
Yeah.
True. I love
and
it.
for you
man.
to make that sacrifice to almost be homeless to be there for your daughter, man, that's incredible, dude.
I appreciate
I
it.
salute.
Everyday dads stand up.
Man, that's salute. And too many guys can do that, man.
I mean, you gotta think about it.
I think we all can do it.
They just don't want to do it.
I think, and I think we all can do it. And I think having that example lets people know that they can be inspired when they're struggling. You know, I think that's an inspiration. You know what I mean? I mean, we all struggle, right? Yeah. Like, we all go through something, no matter mother or father or, just in life in general. But, like, it's an inspiration to know that when you have another breath, you can take it. You still have your legs, you can take a step. Just take the step. Like, you there's so many reasons why you don't want to, or something hurts, but you just gotta, like,
100%.
you know what I mean? So,
Exactly.
dude, that's super inspirational, man. Thanks.
Exactly.
I know, right? Like, my
keep
eyes
going.
are watering. It's so great. You know what I'm saying?
It's dope, man. It's dope, man. But Coach, I want.
How do we move on from that? I don't know.
I got a question though. But far as it's always been animosity between coaches and personal trainers. Why is it like that? Like, far as the animosity between a coach and a personal trainer.
The person that calls himself a coach?
Yeah. The person that calls himself
got
a
it.
coach and the person that calls himself a personal trainer.
I mean, it's hard to really say because I mean there's a lot of animosity between trainers and trainers. There's a lot of animosity between coaches and coaches. Now, I was called a coach because UFC calls you coaches.
Right.
At LA Fitness, they call you personal trainers, and over here they call you something else.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we all have a responsibility to the people.
Right.
And what kills me about fitness is you have so many trainers that are about themselves, and it has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? At all. The only thing that has to do with you is what knowledge can you give that client to motivate them to change their lives.
Right.
And you have so many trainers that's concerned about how much money they make. And the one thing I want to express to all you trainers, if you get your clients results, money will come. It's very simple.
Yeah.
If you say I want to lose 50 pounds and you lose 50 pounds, it'll come. So when you're in the fitness world and you have a trainer that genetically was gifted, that just popped into a gym, got a personal trainer certificate and is training, and then you have a NFL ex-athlete or some type of, athlete that's been through the works, been through the injuries, and overcame it with more knowledge. It's a controversy.
Right.
Because, hey, you may look better than me, and you have all these clients, but what type of service are you doing for those clients? You know what I mean? People always ask me, well, how much do you charge? I'm like, all right, $20 a session. Why you charge so less? Well, because I'm going to get you results. And when that happens, 4 of your family members or friends are going to come to me as well.
Exactly.
And I'm going to get them results. So then at the end of the day, I done got 30 different clients, and I'm happy living. Exactly. You know what I mean? So I just, the beef is you don't know more than me. Right. The beef is I know more than you. Right. The beef is my clients are getting in better shape than your clients.
Right.
So the beef is just who's the bigger guy? Who's the bigger gal when it comes to it? And my thing is if you got your clients getting results, we should all be a family.
Exactly.
I'm with that.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that perspective, man. Like, and I like that you just said, like, look, they just calling us that, and then people get to take that and what they do with it, what they want.
Right.
They called you a coach, so you can take that and you can define it and wrap your whole brand around it, or they can call you a personal trainer, and then you can wrap your whole brand around that. But really, what's important is if you getting people results, because getting people results is the fruit of your business, is the base of your business.
Yeah, I see a lot of personal trainers, man. They have clients for years, and they still look the same. They still look the same, man. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You just taking this woman.
And this is where the beef comes from. Because if I walk into a gym and you've had a client for, even if I've seen your client for about 3 months, and let's just say that client's paying you $50 an hour, and I'm charging my clients $20 an hour, and I see this client going through a mediocre workout, and I realize that you don't care about this client. I'm not going to step on your toes, but I'm definitely going to invite this client to come work out for free, because I know when she has a taste of the real fitness, she'll gladly say, you know what, you can keep your money. I'm gonna go over here and train with this person. Yeah. It's like, dude, how many times
competition, man. That's what you do. You compete.
Like a barber. How many times would you let a barber mess your hair cut up?
Right.
Go to a new barber.
Man,
you have people that will constantly pay you money because they like you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you're a nice guy, so I'm gonna keep paying you to just make me feel better.
No,
man. I feel you, because that's if you are talking to, why would you pay somebody just to make you feel better? I think people do need. I guess that's kind of a thing. People go to really bad therapists for that same reason.
Yeah, you get a massage.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like fitness, you can go lay in a massage.
I know,
you
right?
Feel great after that, but when it comes down to your fitness, that's your money.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate is when people waste their money.
I'm with you.
So it's like if you're gonna train with me, you showing up, you're gonna be there on time, and I'm gonna work you.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing far as my high school coach. That's why I respect my high school coach so much, Coach Holden. Shout out to Coach Holden. Man, that dude worked me. When I first came on playing football, he said, I'm going to work you. At the end of the day, your ass going to fucking hate me.
Facts.
That's what's
you
up.
going to fucking hate me if I get done with your ass.
Care less if you like me.
Exactly.
You're going to love me later. I care less if you
because
like
you're going to look at yourself and you be like, damn, man, I'm stronger than I was yesterday.
Yep.
And, all my best, and the coaches that were really nice, I'm literally still mad at them to this day.
No, you hate.
I'm still my senior high school year basketball coach. Man, he was like the players coach. He was just playing ball with us. He was no strategy. We get into the game. There's no strategy. He would just bark at the refs, and I was like, man, we are losing. You know what I'm saying? However, my my freshman year coach, he was incredible, and his daughter went to play in the WNBA and everything, and she's the same age as me. It's he was not a nice coach. You see him, you kind of got a little fear in you. You like, oh, there's Coach Blackman. Okay, let me get my step right. Let me make sure I'm in uniform right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we got all my shoes laced up. I can't be Allen Iverson out here with my shoes unlaced. Exactly. I gotta be locked down.
It's that discipline.
Yeah. And then when he put us on the court, and then I went to camps with him.
You performed it.
100%, and I respect that guy no matter how much
Yes.
he set me down. He said, "You ain't playing today." I'm like, "Why?" Because you lagging, like you holding everybody up. So just sit your ass down. And I'm like, whoa, and that happened, and that's the worst. However, put us to work, and when you showed up, you played, and you didn't take plays off.
Didn't take plays off
But
at all, man.
and so I have mad respect for the dude to this day.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy, man. Most respect, and the ones that didn't show you that tough love, they're the ones you really don't care for.
And that's the thing. They still love, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
part.
And defining it is not being nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting people what they need is not always, like, being nice.
Yeah.
Kindness isn't even being nice.
Heck no.
You know what I'm saying? Being nice is kind of full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part.
You know why I hate? You know why I hate? Why I go to the gym at the while I be working out? People calling and saying, "Man, why you sweating so much?" I said, "Why are you not sweating?" You know what I'm saying? Why you not sweating? 'Cause I'm like, dude, if you ain't sweating to me, you ain't doing shit.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, it's a funny story because like the first time we ever like I met you at the gym, man. First of all, I said the time he's there on time, like, and I'm like 30 minutes late. I'm getting there, he's already upright on the treadmill and like just coming just sweating. I'm like, bro, like he's ahead of me on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what it is. Once we had met, he was already sweating. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to play catch up. So that's you're right about that.
I'm
man.
sweating. I'm breathing hard, man. I can't hardly talk.
You go there to
just,
work.
I mean,
Perfect. Perfect.
that's the way it's supposed to be, man.
Yes.
I just see some folks not. They come in dry, they leave dry.
Man.
I came in there like I just left a shower. I need to go tell you, I just like I've been in the rain all day. That's how I come out drenched.
That part.
I've seen it.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
part. That part.
And I don't even have one of them. What you call them bags? Them garbage bags you be wearing?
Oh, garbage bag. What are those?
They call them
Sweatsuits.
sweatsuits.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, I am a damn sweatsuit.
That metabolism was high.
For real, man, and everything, man. That's why I say, far as personal training, just don't take advantage. That's why I hate most about some trainers. They take advantage of their clients.
100%.
You
As
know?
much as they possibly can, because I mean that's their way of living. You know what I mean? That's how they pay their bills.
Yeah,
And it's the structure of the gyms that build the trainers that way.
yeah.
Because you put so much pressure on a trainer to go get a client that he's willing to say whatever he possibly can to get you to sign up.
Exactly.
And then he can't deliver. So now you got a problem with the company, not the trainer.
Right.
True.
So it's just, if gyms would break down, their application process a lot better. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? There should be like a personality process of the application. Like, how much do you love your job?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those trainers that really care about it are the ones that are successful.
Yeah. It almost seems like when you go to them gyms like your 24, your LA Fitness, it almost seems like them trainers up there like used car salesmen.
Fact. And I used to be one. I mean, they taught us, always be closing. Listen carefully, question skillfully. They'll tell you how much, they want to spend. Look at your car keys. What kind of car they're driving?
Exactly.
Like, it was all taught in the training. But
Yeah.
it's like, if your personality is a snake, you always gonna be a snake.
Yeah.
True.
It almost seemed like a routine.
You gotta say
like-
that twice right there, man.
It almost seems like a routine too, man. Like you see one trainer doing the workout, you see another trainer doing the same workout.
Oh my.
Same
God.
workout.
Oh,
You know
we
what
don't
I'm
have to go
saying?
there. Oh, man.
Same workout as the other trainer. I'm like, dude, they just like fucking robots over there.
And
They
I
just
mean-
like going through a assembly line.
I wish these trainers will understand that. Like, you know what I mean? One thing I notice about, gyms that I've trained at is, I'm very creative.
Mhm.
I cannot have my client being, stalemated, like being bored. So I constantly keep being creative with the style of workouts that I do.
Right.
And I mean, I can get it if a trainer comes over and says, "Yo, I like your style, man. Can you show me, how you interact with your clients, how you get them to actually work?" But I mean, literally, I got dudes that'll sit there with their cameras and just videotape the workout and then do the workout with the next client that comes up, and I'm just like, well, first work on their form. Next, make sure they can actually do the exercise
Right.
before you have it. Because, I mean, there's a building process. You know what I mean? You have somebody coming in with a knee injury and you have them doing squats. Like, what's your problem? You
Yeah.
don't know fitness.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it just puts people in more danger because now if you go to a gym and you get you a trainer, you're excited. You're ready to start your journey. And this trainer sucks. The next gym, the next journey, you think twice about it.
True.
Because you've been burned so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, if we just, as trainers, treat our people the right way, like this business booms. People are happy. People are living longer. You know what I mean? I got
There's
tired of.
no doubt about that.
I mean, because
all real.
When you have somebody who is out of shape, who has diabetes, who had high blood pressure, the doctor's giving you a very straight to the point answer. You need to eat healthier and you need to do some cardio. You need to take care of yourself.
Right.
So you have elders, you have your parents coming home not having answers to their illnesses, to their problems. So as a young man watching, my family have heart attacks and high blood pressure and diabetes and them not having any cure for it, I had to come within myself. How do I figure this out? You know what I mean? How do I help them? And then eventually, if you eat healthier, take out your salt, take out your sugar, you start moving more, you start being more active, your life will really change. Yeah. So it's like, that's a God's gift to give back to people. You got cops, you got firemen, you got lawyers, you got all these responsible individuals. A personal trainer is to give life back to a person who thought they lost it.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I get to rejuvenate you. You get to come back. You couldn't walk, but the doctor said your knee had a problem. We fixed it. Let's keep going.
Exactly.
And it's like, training is a life's journey if you really care about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, man, I've been cheated on, I've been lied to, I've lost my apartment, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I was sore, I had leg issues, my back hurt, I'm still here. I was 150 pounds, I lost weight, I'm still, like, life keeps going. It's just what you make of it.
100%.
And I mean, I love my training.
Yeah, dude, I love it, man. I mean, you definitely bring the energy. Like, man, like, we've had some great guests, and you're just right in there, man. Like, you're already realizing, like, man, he might be our one of our top ones. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, just from the whole rounded aspect that you bring, like, you cover so much, and I haven't even gotten to like a lot of the questions we have in our outline because it's just so good. I mean, from the things that we saw you do with seniors, the work that you're doing with them. I think you said one guy. I mean, you have him in the right form. It's crazy. He's like 85 years old.
Oh, that's
Talk to me
right there. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that. Like,
I mean, you gotta think about it. Like when you're getting older, your whole mindset is you want to feel younger again. You want to get back into the motion. You don't want the doctor to give you this walker. And this gentleman, he was adamant. He was like, hey, my doctor told me that I need a walker by this age, and so on and so forth. And I just looked at him, and I don't believe in doctors. You know what I mean? I believe in a higher power, and I know that with faith, you can push through it. Hence the reason why my daughter's name is Faith.
I get that.
It's all about driving. So, with him, it was just having fun with him. Making him feel like he was one of the boys. Working out, he's bicep curling.
Smiling, too.
I'm pumping him up. He's getting stronger. But, one thing that, you got to understand in fitness is when you're having fun and you enjoy what you do, you cover so much more. You get so much more done. And, he just enjoyed himself. He was always on time, always showed up. And then the thing that excited him was every time he went to the doctors. He didn't tell his doctor he was training and working out because his doctor told him not to. So every time he went to the doctors, it was like, look, man, your numbers are getting better. This is dropping. You don't need this medication anymore. And he just kept his head up and just walked out.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I knew that it took something else. So it's like, it just takes a person who cares.
Exactly.
And if you have I don't care how old they are. If you care about your client, they'll keep coming to you. Right. You know what I mean? And they'll come back, they'll leave, and, go through their financial situations, but they remember you. And then, my biggest thing for all of my clients is I want to leave a stain. You're not going to stay with me forever. But when you leave and you decide to work out on your own, you should remember everything I told you.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
And that's what I try to drive.
Man. Exactly. And that inspiration from them, to me, is worth more than money.
Big time. I mean, when a client gets results, it changes the game.
And they come to you and say, you changed my life. That's worth more than money.
Yeah. Do you plan on doing this forever?
This is all. I don't like wearing khakis and pants. I like shorts and tank tops.
Yeah. So as far as you just want, because I mean, I think
I should wear these pants 'cause it was cold, man.
I'm
it look cool outside.
I mean, like I've seen like good, fitness trainers, people in the industry like train all the way into their 70s.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I started bodybuilding. It was maybe 2 years ago. Like I said, I tried it out of nowhere. And that was an NPC show.
How old are you now?
I'm 35.
Okay, that's
so that was an NPC show. So then, the next show was, all natural. I mean, one thing that, has to be expressed is, being all natural changes the game. Because,
are those the photos that you have? Those are natural bodybuilders?
That's all natural.
That's
so, there's no steroids.
No juicing?
There's no juicing at all.
Okay.
So when I got
can
on that
respect that.
first stage, you know what I mean, I was going to my coach, and I was like, well, what did I place? What did I do? Like, did I do good? And he was like, you know, you did all right. It's your first show. I was like, I didn't get a trophy or nothing? He said, look in the mirror. I looked. He said, you are a trophy. And I was like,
okay.
damn, all right. So the next show was an all-natural bodybuilding show, and I actually went pro at that show. So most people don't go pro their second show. So it's like fitness for my clients has always been artwork for me.
Got it.
So now I get to actually put in artwork to myself to motivate those clients to keep pushing. So just being on stage just made it easier for my clients to respect me.
I get you. Yeah.
See, and my only thing, like, far as what's the difference between like the natural bodybuilder and the ones? Well, why do they have that? Matter of fact, I mean the natural bodybuilder and the ones that juice up.
Well,
Cause it almost seems like that's like a cheat sheet.
Well, you have those who, you have those who are genetically gifted. They have the body, and it's just, they genetically have the delts, the biceps that come with their package.
Right.
And then you have those who just can't build that body.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to go and figure out a way to do it. Where steroids drives that competition. You'll have somebody who's in shape, who's fighting for that number one spot, but they just aren't big enough. Right. So I can understand their aggression
dilemma?
to want, their dilemma, their situation to want to be better, but they keep losing because this guy's juicing and they're not. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But it's like, to me, win or lose, I win.
Yeah.
Right. Just by competing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if the judges look at me second, knowing that you're juicing, I still win.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because my protein,
your health is on there.
And my health is there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm doing this not only for myself, I have a daughter to live for.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't want to be a parent that buys a video game and says, go play. I want to be the parent that coaches, that gets out there and has fun with their kid.
No doubt.
So it's like, using this platform bodybuilding, like, I want to be sponsored, you know what I mean? I want to take fitness to the next level. Like, damn it, I want a gym with my name on it.
Right.
So when you come you have that authenticity, like, yo, this is a real gym. Yeah. I'm going to get results, you know what I mean? So my dreams are there, and I'm still working towards them. So it's just like, fitness is always going to be there for me.
So one day we're going to have a Roemje gym.
Coach
There's
Beastmode.
only one Roemje in the United States of America, in the world. So there you go.
Yeah, nice, bro. I appreciate that. That's good. Thanks for sharing that, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Let's get to the next one, man.
Before we let you go, Ramon, we're going to go into our segment.
Yeah.
Goddamn dummy of the day. You know what I'm saying? Go and hit that for me, Phil, man. You know what I'm saying?
We have,
Yeah.
We have a dummy of the day.
That's a new one.
It was reversed.
That was backwards.
Wow. Oh, man.
So he said I'm gonna reverse it, but
You big dummy.
Yes.
You big dummy. You big dummy.
Who's our dummy of the day?
Man, let's go
Crazy.
to Dana Stubblefield.
Dana Stubblefield. Do you remember Dana Stubblefield? I remember him play. I think I remember him from like Tecmo Bowl. I think he played in like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
A video game. Nintendo.
Yeah, I know technical.
Was he
Dana
teammates with Jerry Rice and all them
I think he played. Yeah, I think Dana Stubblefield was on the defense though.
on the defense
I think,
side? I can't
Yeah,
recall.
he wasn't a star or anything, but he's the topic of our dummy of the day.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he was...
The NFL drops another one.
Yep. Sentenced for 15 years to life for raping a disabled
15
woman.
years to life.
Yeah. Wow. For a mentally disabled woman.
He raped her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, invited to promise her a babysitting job. That's how you lured her in.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dummy.
Okay. Yeah.
You big dummy.
Yeah.
I mean-
calling her, say, offered to pay her after.
You know, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's just mind-boggling to me.
there's so
You gotta
many
be sick in the
problems.
head.
There's so
Yeah.
many problems. Like, I mean, like I remember we did talk to Phil about this earlier about like how mentally impaired people do get taken advantage of, like way too much. I mean, one is too much, but like it happens. Mm-hmm. And also then I was thinking about how like the NFL like fails all of its ex players. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a game that
They don't
leaves
have
a toll.
insurance. They don't have insurance for the ex-players, though. Like far as like
Depends on how long you
benefits pay.
play.
Yeah.
Depends on how long you play, when you retire, how many games you play, and then you qualify for a certain amount of money that's in a pension, and then you do get a measure of insurance. But it does depend on how long you play. So I mean, like I have a second cousin in Torrendo L that played, and he gets one of those too. But the thing is, it's more so about like the mental health.
Yeah.
Like those resources aren't there because we've all had healthcare, and then we like maybe wanted to like use it for counseling. Good luck.
Yeah.
You can't like that's the problem. Using like they say, oh, healthcare. Everybody's fighting over healthcare, but nobody's talking about like how like mental health should be included in that.
Exactly.
And there's so much extra money that you have to pay for that. So and then that limits the quality of the mental care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
I think more so they're failing them by like not empowering them to take care of themselves is what I'm talking about. Not even just like after having like that resource, just like saying, oh, this is a way to take care of yourself, your mental, health. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's there, but I mean, it seems like it's not based on like these stories like this.
Especially with the concussions and all that, man. Even Will Smith came. When Will Smith came out the movie Concussion, dealing with football players.
That was based on facts, though.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like even if that wasn't the case, this is a horrible act, and she's the victim.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He can be from a long-standing point. We can assume that there's victimhood, but like there's facts that she's a victim here. You know what I mean? And that's messed up. Like to rape
a mentally challenged.
Oh my God.
Woman.
I wonder who found it. Who found that? Who called the rape?
Oh,
You know what I'm
she called it in.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So she had the presence of mind to know that she was being
she was being raped.
assaulted. Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. Man.
Woo, man. Some of them are funny, but some of them are serious, and this is a big, serious dummy.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, 15 years to life. We'll see. What happens.
Yeah. Somebody probably gonna be raping him in the next 15 years. Of life.
Oh yeah, that's
it's coming back to him.
Tenfold.
Something's gonna happen, and I
Exactly.
mean they're gonna have to watch him because man, they're gonna. Oof, yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. From what I hear, I've never been, but from what I hear, somebody might.
Right.
I forgot the name of that movie Master P came out with, Lockdown. If you ever seen that movie, it get a true meaning of being.
I don't know if I saw. I think I gave up. I think I gave up Master P movies after I got.
But that movie right there, you don't want to go to prison after watching that movie.
I don't ever want to go to. I could read a book and see a picture and know I don't want to go to prison.
Right?
The United States alone, the history of the United States lets me know I don't want to go to motherfucking prison.
For
The
real.
13th Amendment tells me I don't enough. That says I don't want to go to motherfucking prison. Come on, man. Like, but yeah,
man.
like, ugh.
Oh man.
What type of man? Dang, man. Like, if you do go to prison, though, you better be taking a big risk. You better be standing on your dignity. Some like Mandela type shit. Because you know what I'm saying, standing for what you believe in. That's the only way I'll go is if somebody's like telling me that the justice that I'm standing for or something I'm standing for, like they trying to knock me off of that type of stoop,
Martin Lawrence gave the band
Your
answer.
father.
If
There's
you
a lot of more reasons.
Yeah, I
why
know.
you go.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That part.
there's a lot. Thank you.
I got a little girl, man. I'm trying not.
Yeah, like
to go
honestly,
to
like
jail.
like the first thing you do think about, I'm like, man, hold on, though, I have a kid, so let me strategize this.
That part.
I'm not about to just be like, whoo, off the rip. Like, there's
Exactly.
no reaction here. We only respond as fathers. We
that
don't
part.
react.
That part. We
Man,
don't
I
like
mean,
it all.
I even had a situation where a guy and I had to remind myself, my daughter was in the car, and it was a hot mess. Like this guy almost ran me off the road, and I drive a pretty fast car, so I just sped up to get in front of him, and then he just got right up behind me and honked and then out his window, and I looked in my mirror, looked in my rear view, and I was like, huh? And then he's like, and he yells, and I get out the car.
Oh yeah.
I got out the car. Now this is the crazy thing, though. See, because I don't think he expected.
Flick the
That
dreads.
part.
We got it.
So I got out the car, and the funny thing is this: it's a little white guy, and what he does, he looks at me and he backs up, but he backs up into the person behind him, and he's like, "Shit!" And this lady is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "That's what you get." And I'm like,
That part.
but I got back in the car thank God,
Yeah. He was
because you know what? My kid is in the car
Yeah.
with her
Yeah.
friend. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It changed. That changed. That affected me. So the punchline of the story, I know he backed into somebody, and that's funny. But the truth is, the problem is that why the hell did I get out of the car?
No, cause he got a call of attitude with you.
He called you out.
He called
He
you
did.
out.
And
in
it's
front
a
of your kids.
I know. Bro, come on, bro. The message I'm trying to make.
The Nigerian in you came out.
It did. It did. I do not like when people come for me like that. But I mean, he had it coming because, like, the truth is I was driving safe and he was just being a mess. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if I got out the car and then he got out and I beat him down, it'd have been a problem.
See, I got a mixed daughter, and I walk in a grocery store. You know how many arguments I get in? Caucasian people, for some reason, like hair. So she got some curly.
Oh, she
nice,
does. It is beautiful.
hair,
It is
right?
beautiful.
I like
I seen you do it. I'm like, girl, man,
So I'm
dang.
sitting here.
My daughter has
in
locks
the
now
grocery
because we're
store.
kinky as fuck.
I'm in the line, and here comes old Karen. I'm calling her Karen.
Yeah.
She go, oh my God, her hair is so.
Oh my nigga. That's the
Man.
one. Like, why do you feel so entitled?
Just, it's so.
That's a hit in the
The
throat.
texture's so nice. Man, if you don't let go of my daughter's hair,
Like, for real. For real.
man, I get that all the time.
Man, yeah, so.
That part. So there's a lot of
If
situations
your
that
daughter
come
was
up.
old enough and that woman
yeah,
touched
she
her hair, she
already
would go,
would know.
yeah.
Yep.
One in the
To the
throat.
throat. To the throat. We don't go nowhere else. What? Get off of me.
I like that. Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That's great, man.
Oh, man. So, Coach, man, we got a segment called Get Into the Shits. Well, I like to say we about to get into the motherfucking shits.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's the way we like exit the building, kind
Yeah,
of. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yo, most embarrassing moment, or you know somebody that had an embarrassing moment as far as health-wise, fitness-wise, something that happened in the gym or happened outside or whatever you can think of a story, man, that you want to tell people. You know what I'm saying? Our audience, man, that's funny, man.
Or just embarrassing, even.
Yeah.
You know,
Just fucked up.
You can be somebody too.
I put it like this. I'll start it off by number one, excuse my language, but don't shit where you eat. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean by that is you got a lot of trainers out there that, you know, pretty good looking, you know, in shape, you know, and you know, there's a lot of vulnerability out there. There's a lot of women out there that's looking for that, you know, that one. Just why you see them come in the gym with makeup on and all this extra unnecessariness, right?
It is unnecessary.
So,
Thank you.
You know, you have trainers that just don't know how to say no. You know what I mean? And you know, when it's thrown at them, they, you know, take advantage of situations, and it kind of puts them in the shits.
Oh.
So you know, there was this one trainer that, you know, he was Rico Suave at the gym. All the girls loved him.
Just fucking
But, you know,
everything.
yeah,
I'm gonna put it out there, just fucking
I
everything.
mean, he was losing money, but he was gaining money, and it was crazy. And I mean, one day, I mean, I guess he relations too many at the same time because they all was in his class. He was teaching an aerobic class, and there was about 5 or 6 girls in his class. They all recognized each other, and it was just a shit show for him at work. So it's just like, you know, I mean, it's embarrassing when you get caught up like that. So.
I want to get into that, man. Cause I heard that a lot by far as trainers.
So they come
fucking
like,
their clients.
you did that.
You know what I'm saying? Trainers
see,
fucking their clients.
Now we getting to the point where Coach Beastmode came from. Okay? Like, you know, the one thing I need to kind of express is I don't have a damn interest in you at all. At all. The only interest I have is getting you in shape.
Right.
But you got to understand, you know, when you have a personal trainer like myself, my only responsibility is to lift you up. Is to make you feel more empowered and more confident than you ever felt in your damn life. So if you're in a relationship and your man is a piece of shit at home, and he's constantly telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, and you have a man that you see 4 times a week that tells you you are the shit and keep pushing, you're going to make a decision at some point to leave this man.
That's facts. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Just because you don't love yourself more.
Yeah.
That part. So, you know, a lot of men don't want their girls to go to the gym and have a trainer.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're about to figure out who you really are worth. What your worth is worth. You know what I'm saying? And I constantly drive that for my clients. As you see, a good 93% of them are females. Why? I was raised by women, so them being strong, independent, and not needing for shit is very important for me. So most of my clients, they leave with a different head on their shoulders. Like, you know, I don't need for shit. I lost this weight. I got in shape. I don't need a man for nothing. But see, that's just the problem you run into. Because most of my clients will come after being in a shitty relationship, letting themselves go because of what another man's done. And my job is finish the job. Get in shape.
Yeah.
I'll get a client in shape. She'll lose about 5 or 10 pounds. The guy start hollering at her. Next thing you know, she's in a relationship. Next thing you know, she's missing training section.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the relationship goes bad.
Yeah.
4 months later, she done gained 30, 40 pounds, and now, hey, coach, I need to do it again.
Damn.
So if I can teach you to love yourself and get you to a point where you don't need that man, now you understand they're gonna come for you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just trying to create that ambiance that you can do this.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
But don't shit where you eat.
Don't shit where you
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was literally talking about don't eat while on the toilet and shit.
Like he walked into the bathroom and somebody was eating a sandwich and he just left the door open.
Dude, I saw a trainer literally come out of the goddamn bathroom, had his goddamn meal prep meal, literally goddamn bathroom and shit, out of the goddamn bathroom. I said, you nasty motherfucker, bro. Damn, bro. Like, damn, you can wait. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit is crazy, bro. But a lot of women, I agree. You know what I'm saying? They get shitty men. You know what I'm saying? And they got to deal with that shit at home. And once they get their nice body and everything, they get into another relationship, start feeling themselves. They get back to the same situation.
I think they didn't get their self-esteem into shape either.
Yeah.
Like, they got their body in there, but the self-esteem needs to, like, you have to...
has to match.
Has to get there.
Mental and physical has to be in the same.
Because being empowered, you're going to make empowered decisions. If you still have low self-esteem, but you're in this, body... And I mean, maybe Mimi can speak on that because you're a woman and you went through a complete... full transformation. Transformation. There we go.
Sound like me right now, buddy.
Transportation. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, I mean, I have done that before where I lost the weight and then, guys, try to ask me out and whatnot, and then I let go, and then it's like back and forth. You have to be there mentally too. Yeah. Because my self-esteem wasn't there at first. Yeah. I had to do it all over again and again.
Wow.
So you did self-esteem and that confidence. That makes you a bad, excuse my language, bitch.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm independent and I know that I look good and I know that I can hold my head up high. I'm going to make more money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make more better decisions in life and I'm good.
Yeah. Like, and any person with you is supplemental to you, not completing you. Like, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the best thing.
That's
but anyway.
Self-esteem.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it, man. The music coming on and all that,
yeah,
man.
We're getting kicked out this joint.
Yeah. One more thing before we leave, though, man. Shout out to Busta Rhymes. Y'all seen his transformation.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes has got his six-pack back. Man, no longer pregnant. I love it.
Exactly. Shout out to Busta Rhymes and everything, man. And, man, y'all make sure y'all check us out on Facebook, IG, and everything, man. This your boy Big Preezy, man.
And let's get his handle real fast before we go to
Shout out to
at Coach Beastmode.
At Coach Beastmode. Okay.
Coach Beastmode. Yes, sir. And this is another episode of Locker Room Talk, man. Let's get these games. Yeah.